This break for the Boston Red Sox maybe didn't come at the best time, but they've won 10 in a row. They play this afternoon against the Chicago Cubs, and they're in the postseason. What do you make of the topsy-turvy 2025 of the Red Sox?
I thought it came at a great time, Roflo. It gave me an extra few days to brag about the 10-game winning streak. Not many people get to do that. I actually think it's the first 10-game winning streak going into the break ever, maybe in team history. So that's pretty exciting. What do I make of it? It's very confusing, but it's kind of simple to explain. It comes down to the pitching, and is it tangible is kind of the follow-up question. Yeah. You look at Jarred Carrabis, what he's been able to do. The Red Sox are 7-1 in Carrabis' last 8 starts. He's been an ace all year. But it's really been the difference of Brian Bayo coming along, Lucas Giolito turning into the old Chicago White Sox version of himself. These guys have really stabilized a very shaky Red Sox team, at least in the first half. Once those guys started to figure it out, they started to win baseball games. I know everyone wants to point to the Devers trade and be like, oh, they traded Devers, and now everyone it has do you think that the bullpen in that 4-game Rays sweep, 0 earned runs? Do you think the bullpen cares that Rafi Devers isn't on the team anymore? They don't interact at all. There's no correlation.
So when you talk about the Red Sox and young talent, Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer, Jarred Duran gets thrown in there, but Ceddanne Rafaela might be turning into a superstar right in front of our eyes. What do you see when and make of his transformation or that jump to the next level?
I mean, he's basically the Pete Crow Armstrong of the American League right now. I think he kind of it was like, all right, he's very strong, defensive-minded player. You can put him at second base. You can put him in center field. Now, in my opinion, we're talking about a platinum glove defender at a premier position in center field. You have guys like Alex Bregman, who are these hands-on, in-the-dugout player-coach types that are like, hey, get your hands here. Let's start working on the swing decisions more confidently. And once you add that offensive piece to his game, now we're talking about, I don't know, statistically a top 10 player in the American League.
Yeah.
To go from someone that was a below league average bat, the defense was always what it was going to be, but you combine those two aspects, it's a special player, Roflo.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you look at that outfield, it is filled with young, talented players, and I guess it begs the question, could they pivot away from one of those young, talented players to shore up an area of need? I'm talking about Wilyer Abreu, maybe even Jarred Duran, which I always find it weird that his name is brought up in trade conversation.
I agree with you. I think right now, if you kind of address this Red Sox organization and you say 4 outfielders for 3 spots, I mean, if they want to include Masataka Yoshida, they keep telling you, oh, no, he can play defense. We'll see about that. But there's not enough spots for the number of, capable players that they do have on the roster. The way that I see it, especially after this winning streak, getting back into not just the wild card, they're 3 games back of the division. They're 1 game back of the Yankees now. So let's not let that ship sail as far as the division is concerned. I think the Red Sox could look at their standing within the playoff picture and say, you know what, let's just keep this outfield intact. There's ways that we can make this work. This is where Alex Cora earns the big bucks in terms of getting guys in. Like we saw Ceddanne Rafaela was playing second base the other night. There's ways that we can make this work, and asking the question, is the best Red Sox team for 2025 the one where all these guys are still on the roster? Ultimately, I think you'll have to address this in the offseason with the trade if you don't do it at this deadline, but I don't think it needs to be addressed at this deadline.